Well, hello friends. Today we are gonna try to make our network interfaces visible from userspace. And what I mean by that really is just adding some kind of ifconfig command that will just show us the interfaces that we have, because currently there's no way of knowing that you have a loopback interface that you can talk to and stuff like that. So let's just see what that looks like. So currently, actually in Serenity, they're not called interfaces, but network adapters. I don't know why I call them that. I feel like I was having a flashback to using Windows where they were called network adapters back in the day or something. But anyway, so we're going to make something that will list all the adapters. And I was thinking we would start by just putting a file in /proc. So we'll start with that. And the way that you do that is kind of convoluted, but really, since we're not adding a directory, it's kind of easy, because then all we have to do is add a new file index in the root. We can call it net adapters. And then we have to go down here into the big list of things, and then we can just add a callback entry for it in the big callback table. So it'll be root net adapters. This will be the file name, net adapters, and then we will make a callback for it. And it'll be called procfs $net adapters. And then we can do something similar to what this guy does. So basically what you do is you just have a callback function that returns a byte buffer, and that byte buffer becomes the contents of the file. And the inode identifier is in case you want to do something with the inode number, but usually we don't, but sometimes we do. Like for instance, the files in proc PID, they have the process ID encoded into the inode number with some trickery. So that's what you're seeing here, like you're using 2PID on a inode identifier to extract the PID. Anyways, but we don't need that because this is a global file in the proc root directory. So we'll make a string builder, and we'll return the builder to byte buffer. And now we're going to need to actually do something in there. So I guess we'll do kernel net network adapter net adapters. Then we can say something like network adapter for each adapter, or maybe just for each. Adapter. And we can put folder append f, put the name of the adapter, maybe his IP address, or his hardware address, the MAC address and the IP address. Let's just put those. So that would be something like adapter dot name. I feel like maybe I didn't even add names for the network adapters yet. And adapter dot IPv4 address to string. Probably have to get the characters. Okay, so now we're going to need to make a network adapter for each helper. So we'll just make one like this: for each, static void for each. No, not std. What am I even thinking? Network adapter. And this is how we'll call it. Normally I would use a template for this type of thing, but since I need access to the big table of all the network adapters, and I don't have that in the header here, so I can't write a template for it. So we're gonna have to use an act function. But that's gonna be okay. Okay, so here's the big hash table of all the available adapters. So what we'll do is we'll use the locker to take the lock on the adapter table, and then let's see, all adapters dot resource. So iterate over the resource it dot. Oh, that's just adapter. Okay, so then we can just call the callback. I think that's it. So we'll iterate over the adapters while holding the lock of the adapter list. I think that's okay. So we definitely didn't have a name thing, so we're gonna need that. We do have a class name. I guess we can include that. Okay, so let's see. How do we want to get the name for this thing? I guess when we first create it, we can just give it a name. And what are these names usually? Let's call it loopback adapter, E100 network adapter, or 1000 rather. Okay, so let's call this like interface base name hello, right? A loop. Interface name base, maybe like that. Yeah, wait, what am I doing? Okay. And then the 8000, put that here, call it the E1K. I guess E1K is kind of cute. And network adapter will have this, will be a pure virtual. Okay. And then when you create one of these guys, we're going to have to compute a name for him. So we'll say, oh yeah, so this can't take a lock at the moment because we're instantiating these before locks are usable. I have to fix that somehow at some point, but not right now. So let's just create a name. So let's see. Let's have something like or how do we make a name for him? Okay, right now let's just be lazy and do this simple way, and then we can worry about having unique names later, because I don't want to get bogged down in this business. So we'll just call it mname, and then we will add const string name. Okay, we'll say mname is interface namebase, right? I can't call you. You're pure virtual. Right. Damn it. So let's see, where do we create these things? Network adapter, create. Who creates them? Duh. Well, I guess we can just do it in the constructor then. We'll just do something like set interface name, and then you'll pass in your base. So this one, yeah, let's do it this way instead. So this one will pass in like E1K. The loopback adapter will, when constructed, he will pass in loop. Okay, and then, oops. In network adapter, we will just not have that virtual, but instead we'll have a protected function. It's called set interface name const string view base name, I guess. Yeah, let's do it that way. And then okay, and now we'll just be lazy, but we'll say fix me. Name. Base name. That's tricky. I never know how to express that, but I guess that's a pretty good way of doing it. Anyway, okay. So we'll just say name is space name. Oh yeah. Oh, actually, maybe we can even we can do that. Procfs. So class name returns a const char, so we don't need the dot characters on that. Okay. Now here's net adapters. Let's see what's inside it. Well, that looks stupid, but everything is almost right except that the first part of it here is not returning what I expected. Set interface name, and name is that. And they are certainly calling that in their... Oh shit, wait, hold on. That doesn't look right. And then mname is used to get the name. Maybe we were just screwing it up there. Net. Yeah, look at that. Pretty neat. Okay. Now, we're not going to go too far with this, but let's make a little utility program that just pretty prints this. So we can call it, why not ifconfig? Or what's a good name for this? I mean, ifconfig, I'm used to typing ifconfig. So let's just call it that for now. Okay. So in ifconfig, we're going to use libcore C file and stdio. And we will just start by making a very, very simple program. It's only gonna, what am I trying to do? It's only going to print the contents of this file in a nice way. File, net adapters. If we can't open that read-only, then error, file error string, return 1, okay. And then we'll do auto line is file get read line. Okay, and we'll say if line is null, then return. Oh, break, actually. Okay, and now let's split that line into parts. So file, line dot split by comma. There's no split in byte buffer. Oh yeah, right. So we have to make a string out of it. Well, maybe there should be a byte buffer split. Well, not right now. Okay, so let's see if parts size. What did we have in there? 4 items or 4 parts. So if it's less than 4 things on the line, we'll just skip it. Okay, and then let's see. Oh, what were the things? Let me just put these here momentarily so that I see what they are, because I'm a little bit tired. Okay, we'll do something like the name of the interface. We'll put that here. We'll say colon and parts 0 characters. And we'll say Mac IPv4. So that would be 2 and 3. And we can say class, I guess. Put that at the bottom. Is that good? We'll try it out. Make, wait, hold on. Make userland. Unused param. And which one don't you like? Line 16. So what's this one, I guess? Retained from is that the one that you want me to do? Yeah, okay. Wait, what? Why do I have a new line after the IP address? Oh shit, because it's, is it because it's the last thing on the line? Yeah, it is. Okay, so we have to, we gotta chomp it. Wait, how do you chomp again? just like that. Chomping is just like removing a new line when creating a string from something. It's like that thing called chomp in Perl. That's very nice. Okay. Ifconfig. That's pretty cute. Cool. Okay, so what have we done here? We have created a /proc file that lists all the network adapters. And then now we have a command line utility that just prints the interfaces or adapters from that file. I think that's kind of what I wanted to do here, really. Just expose this information to userspace so that you can find out what's happening. I haven't been working on the networking code for a while, so it's good to touch it again. There's a lot of work to do here, but at least this is something. So let's commit this. Git add config, but let's do a patch review first. So let's see what we have. So in procfs, we're adding the net adapters file to the root. And here's the callback. It's just for each network adapter. We just print the adapter name, class name, MAC address, and IPv4 address. Okay, and here we are adding the net adapters file to the file system root. And then the base name for E1000 interfaces is E1K. And for loopback adapter is the loop. Okay. And here is network adapter for each, just an iteration helper that we can use to iterate over all the interfaces. And yeah, here's the set interface name where we just tack on a 0, but we should go through the list of available interfaces and make sure that that we're making a unique name, but not right now. Okay, and then here we're adding the iterator thingy to network adapter and also name getter, set interface name, and the name variable. And here is some completely unrelated thing. G directory model. You're not supposed to be in this patch. And then ifconfig. Okay. Right. And then ifconfig, we just open the file. If it's not openable, then we just error out. Otherwise, we go through it line by line and just pretty print the stuff. Okay. So I think that's kind of cool. So let's say kernel plus userland. Expose expose a list expose list of network adapters to net adapters. A simple then if config to that just pretty prints file. Yeah, then we can be happy with that right now, I think. So I'm gonna say that's gonna be it for this video. So I just wanted to make a little ifconfig program just to show which interfaces we have. And now we have that. I don't know what the next thing would be, but that's gonna be some other time because now I have some stuff to do. So if you made it this far, then I thank you for watching and for hanging out. And I will see you next time.